Hey, Dr. Martin here again with a week 3 micro lecture. We're focusing on word fundamentals this week. So we're going to jump right into Word. We'll do a little bit of a review to remind you how to set up your assignments, where to save them. And then we will get into those fundamental tools in Word that will help you not just throughout this class, but in all your other classes and in your career. As always, we're starting from the Shasta College homepage. We're going to log into the Shasta College portal. Since I've already logged in, I'm not having to type in my password, which you will have to do. First thing we're going to do is click on these 9 buttons here in the square, and we're going to open up Word. Okay, this is the Word 365 version hosted on the Shasta College portal. That's what all of these instructions are for. I'm going to use a little plus tool down at the bottom. I think it's off screen, you can't see it, but hopefully that'll make the page easier for you to see. So here we are in Word. What we're looking at right now is what's called the ribbon. The ribbon is where all the tools are, and the ribbon has all these different tabs. Okay, we click on File. This is where we open new documents or previous versions, create copies, export to PDF. That's all right here in File. But under the Home tab of the ribbon is where you're going to find most of the tools you're going to use. And we will look at some of these others, but right now we're going to focus on these. Okay, the first thing we do when we start an assignment is we make sure we name it correctly. Okay, so we're going to click on the title up here, and we're going to use our last name underscore first name underscore week 3 underscore and the assignment Word fundamentals, and you could put Word Fund or Word F, whatever you want. We can click on enter, and it's going to update that file name up here. Now we want to make sure we're saving it in the right place. So we're going to click on it. It says right now it's saved under my name in my documents. So let's go click on there. And here I see it down here, Word Fundamentals. I want it in my CIS1 Spring 2026 folder. So I'm just going to click and drag it up there. Then I can open it and I'll see it in here. I'm going to create a new folder since this is week 3. And then I'll put this in the week 3 folder. Now, doing this helps us keep everything organized, right? We want to be able to look at our OneDrive, go, oh, this is where I keep all my stuff for CIS1, and this is when I took it. And here's all my stuff for week 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in week 3 is the document that you're gonna do for your assignment. So you'll always know where it is, and then when you go to submit it, it's easy to find. Now, I kind of cheated a little bit, and I created a sample file that has everything in it that we need to complete the assignment. So I'm going to upload that, and then I'm going to open that document here. Okay, this is, and let me make that a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so this is what you're going to create. You're going to have a document that has a title, some paragraphs, some headings, right? Some other types of things you want to bring attention to that are, but less attention than the title. Some things that you can put in a list, and some stuff you can put in a table. Okay? Now we're going to add some of the other elements in the next micro lecture, but we're going to focus on these first. All right? Now, look at the title here. If we click on the title, you'll see that the font is Cambria 24-point font. If I click here in the paragraph, then it changes to 11-point font. But you'll notice, one thing I want you to notice is over here, this box right here. This is called the Styles box. So this is pre-formatted for you. So these are different settings that are already created as default in Word. This will make not only everything in your single document consistently formatted, but it will also help you have consistent documents for work or for school. So all the documents will look the same, feel the same, and it'll be a whole lot easier for the reader to use it. Okay, so first, I created this just by typing in the text, and then I just went here and changed the font size. Okay, now that's a manual way to create a title. Instead, I want to use styles. So I'm going to click on in the styles button, or the styles list here. I'm going to click on this drop down arrow. I'm going to find title. So this is the pre-formatted setting for a title. Great, that's what I want. This is already set to normal, which is what all your paragraph text should look like. This is our first heading. So I'm going to click on heading 1 and look how it changes. Now this heading and this heading are different, but if I just keep clicking on heading 1, it's going to make all these headings the same. Okay, so using styles will help keep everything formatted. Now here is our paragraph text. We're going to look at some of the other issues that are kind of already embedded in here. But let me show you this first. I'm going to create a bulleted list, and I can do this in the paragraph tab by just clicking on bullets. All right, and it creates a bullet. But in the styles, it shows list paragraphs, so it's still treating this like a paragraph, and we want this to be a style that's specific for bullet points that will easily translate to other Word documents or exporting to PDF. Okay, so I'm going to click on style options here. I'm going to type in list, and you'll notice that here we have list bullet come up. I'm going to click on that, click OK. Now we've reformatted this to be the style list bullet, and I highlight these. Now that we've used list bullet in this document, it's going to come up in that drop-down list now, so really easy to use. Now I want this to be a numbered list, so I'm going to click on the options again. I'm going to type in list, L-I-S-T, and then space N for list number. Hit list number, click OK. Now I have a numbered list automatically. All right. So we have our title using styles. We've looked at how to create numbered lists. Now let's talk about why styles are so important. If we were to copy and paste some content out of Notepad, website, or from different Word documents, then our bulleted lists, our numbered lists, our headings, they could just be all over the place. But when we use styles, we are making sure the formatting is consistent across all those documents. And instead of having to create those styles using these tools like changing the font, bolding them, or changing the color, we just click one button within styles. Okay, so styles make our documents consistent and easy to read. Now, one of the things that you might come across in business writing or in English writing is you might need to change the spacing. Right now, this is default at single spaced. You might need to create 1.5 spacing or double spacing. So we're gonna go to the line spacing tool. After we've highlighted, I'm going to click with my left mouse button and just drag across the top there. I'm going to go to the line spacing button here, and then I'm going to choose double spacing. Okay, and I'm also going to remove any extra spacing after a paragraph. Right, that's just unneeded. We don't need extra spaces before or after paragraphs. Now, I'm also going to maybe change the font size from 11 to 12. For me, just easy to read. Okay, and maybe I'll change the font from Cambria to Calibri. And then if now, with this still selected, I can go to the normal style and right click. and it says update normal to match selection. So here we are modifying the style itself. Okay, so I'm going to click it, and now this is, you can see Calibri 12. That is our formatting for the normal style. And so if you want to create something different than what's already embedded in Word as default, then you can modify those styles and then still use them across all of your document and separate documents to create something really consistent. It's going to be a lot easier for you to format papers, format presentations, a lot of things, just by using styles that are preset. Or if you want to change those styles, make them your own, but still keep consistent across documents. All right, so styles help us keep our document consistent. They make it easier to read and a whole lot quicker to build. All right, so that's the premise of our micro lecture today, is using styles. And remember to make sure your file names and your saving location on your OneDrive is correct, so you can easily know where to find these to upload them and submit them later. Next micro lecture, we're going to continue on the walkthrough of the assignment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in a few minutes.